Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Josie's Point of View, where we focus on human interest stories from the Carolinas and beyond. Today is May the 31st, 2021, and it's Monday, and it's Memorial Day. So happy Memorial Day to each of you. And as you know, today is the day we set aside. We pause to honor the sacrifices made by so many in support of our nation. We want to thank them for their service, and may we never forget the ultimate price they've paid. Today, I've decided to do something a bit different. Instead of focusing on just one case, I've decided to combine two of them because I do believe they're worthy of discussion. So here's our title for today. And it reads, To Mothers to Brutal Killing of Innocent Children. I'll provide you with a summary here, and as always, I'll place links to a few of the full articles in the description box. And our first case comes out of Charlotte in North Carolina. Take a look at that headline. And it reads, Remains of 4-year-old found buried in backyard, mother charged with murder. And we're talking about this woman. She's 31-year-old Malika Diane Bennett, a resident of Charlotte. On Friday, May the 21st, she was arrested and charged with murder in the death of her 4-year-old daughter. And this is what has been reported about this case. Police were conducting an investigation into the disappearance of a 4-year-old child who family members and neighbors indicated they had not seen in several months. According to police, the child lived with her father and was brought to her mother for a visit back in September, and that was the last time anyone could recall seeing the child. Now, that's almost 9 months, and I have a few questions because it's not making a whole lot of sense to me, but I'll stick to the story for now. Now, it's not really clear what prompted the search for this 4-year-old girl after almost 9 months that she was missing, but according to what has been reported, several people were interviewed, including the child's mother. It was stated that those interviews were done at a police station and the mother was interviewed more than once, and it led police to suspect that foul play might be involved and the mother was emerging as the primary suspect. So homicide investigators were brought into the investigation as the case was being now looked at as a possible murder. And the search for this 4-year-old missing girl seemed to center on the home where she was last seen with her mother. Now, police are not saying what information they had and what led them to the house, but last Friday, which was May the 21st, they went to the home with cadaver dogs to conduct a search. And while conducting the search at the home on Bladen Drive in Charlotte, police found human remains in a shallow grave in the backyard of the home, and they suspected immediately that it were the remains of this 4-year-old child. Her name was initially withheld until a positive identification could be made. And there you see right here the grave in the backyard. It has since been turned into a memorial where they have placed flowers and other articles on it. And here is a picture of that beautiful 4-year-old child. She is 4-year-old, Vigil, known affectionately as Jelly. And now there are a lot of questions because family members have decided to come forward and say the child lived with her father, but went over to the mother back in September for a visit and did not come back. And they said the mother had a history of abusing the child. So my question is, if the father is a primary guardian and he has had her and she went over there for a visit, did he even bother to go looking for her over the past 9 months? It's just not making sense. It's just not making sense to me. Or was he just tired of being a parent and just walked away and didn't look back? Or maybe something else happened where he was not in a position to look for her. We don't really know. And I'm not trying to judge and I'm not assessing his parenting skills, but it just seemed a lot of questions have not been answered. So this mother, Malika Bennett, appeared before a judge last Monday, which was May the 23rd. Reporters who witnessed the court appearance stated she stood silently while the charges were read by the judge. She is charged with felony child abuse, inflicting physical injury, felony concealing a death, and first-degree murder. This was the preliminary hearing. It was unclear if she had a lawyer at that time. But as expected, she was denied bail and she remains in jail. A follow-up court date was not yet available. And moving right along, the second case is coming out of Henderson County. It's in Clear Creek, which is in Henderson County in North Carolina. It sounds pretty crazy at first, but it was probably set up that way because the key player wanted people to think she was not in her right mind. And this is what we know about that case. Around 7:45 a.m. on the morning of 25 April of this year, a 911 phone operator in Henderson County received a very unusual phone call. And this is the portion of that exact transcript from that call. It's on your screen right here. The person making the call was a male, and he stated a woman he did not know had walked into his house, went straight to his bed while he was lying in it, and passed out in his bed. The person making the call told the operator the incident scared him because he just did not know who this woman was. Officers were immediately dispatched to the home, but before they got there, the gentleman called back at 7:49 to say the woman just got up and left the home. He told the operator she said she did not know where she was and that her blood sugar was low. He also said she walked over to a neighbor's truck, got in, and began rummaging through things on the inside of the truck, and then she was seen wrapping herself in paper towels. The people at the scene said she was shaking like she was in shock. And that really sets the stage for what happened that morning because a few minutes later, there was another distress call from another location on the same street. At exactly 8:43 a.m., Henderson County Police received a distraught call from a father who reported that he found his 5-year-old daughter in the bedroom with a stab wound. According to reports, the child was unresponsive when her father found her. He performed CPR while he awaited emergency medical personnel to arrive, but unfortunately, the young child was pronounced dead at the scene. The little girl was identified as Carolyn Rose, and she had just celebrated her 5th birthday in March. Oh, look at those pictures. She is so adorable. The first picture, she's a little princess. Look like she's a little mermaid. But those pictures are so adorable. Such a sad ending. And the person arrested for the little girl's murder is the same woman who was lying in the stranger's bed, pretending, and I should say allegedly, but supposedly passing out only for a few minutes, then leaving to ransack a neighbor's truck before wrapping herself in paper towel and telling them her blood sugar was low. She was identified as the child's mother, Penny Short Hartle. Family members said she suffered from mental illness, but according to reports, she does not have a criminal record. Deputies did not release information as to how they were able to take the mother into custody, but Penny Harder is locked up without bond and facing a charge of second-degree murder. She waived her right to her first hearing, and according to reports, she has been assigned a public defender attorney. Her follow-up court date is not yet available, but I'm going to keep my eye on this case and see if I can bring you follow-up information. And there you have it, 2 heartbreaking cases and 2 beautiful little girls, their lives are cut short so tragically. I will not pass judgment by saying everybody's not fit to be a mother, even though I personally do believe that. But I will say that mental health is real. And maybe an even bigger problem is making sure that families who are in crisis, that they are getting the proper resources available to them to deal with their problems. That's all I have for you right now. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think about this video. And by all means, feel free to like and to share it. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel by clicking on that red subscribe button at the bottom right hand corner of your screen. And if you click on the notification bell right here, you'll be the first to know whenever a new video is uploaded. I thank you for watching and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.